Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and today I'm bringing you another 2v2 in Total War Rome 2. And I've got it on slow mode just so we can take a look at the army comps before this battle begins. And I am playing as Massalia. It's another faction that I don't really play very often, but it was a pleasure to play with them. And I have an ally from Getae, and we are facing on this little ridge here the Spartans. So you can see their troops marching forwards. That looks awesome. Long Spartan line. And joining them, we have the Cimmerians. So Cimmeria, with their noble Cimmerian infantry with the orange capes. You know that I love capes, and I also love orange, so this is probably my favorite faction in Rome 2, but unfortunately I'm going to have to slay them today. It's a sad day. But anyways, let's take a look at the army comps real quick, and then we'll get the battle started. So looking at Getae first, they got some heavy spears in the front, and then they've got a lot of these mercenary axe warriors, so they're kind of a middle-tier warrior unit. And then he's got 4 units of the Dacian heavy bowmen. And then he's got some noble swords in the back lines here. He's got 4 units of them, and his general is a noble sword. And then he has 4 units of noble horsemen, so very heavy shock cav. Looking at my army, I've got 4 units of thorax swordsmen, and my general is a Massalian cavalry, and I've got 4 units of Hippeus lancers. I've got 4 units of peltis, and 6 units of Massalian hoplites. And that is my army. Looking at the Spartans, they're going to go ahead and hold up on this ridge here. So he's got 3 units of Spartan pikemen in the center. And he's got some heroes of Sparta and some Royal Spartans as his general. And then behind, he's got more Royal Spartans, Spartan hoplites. So it looks like 6 units of Spartan hoplites and 3 units of Royal Spartans total. And then he's got some cav. He's got some citizen cav and some Tarentine cav. Whoops, sorry guys. And he's got more citizen cav and Tarentine cav on the flanks over here. And looking at the Cimmerians, they brought 5 units of noble horse archers. And he's got some picked peltis as well. And he has a lot of the Cimmerian noble infantry. And the rest of his army will pop into view very, very shortly, but that's pretty much the base of his army. So the battle is about 15 minutes long, not too long, but I'm going to turn it on to play. We can see how we're going to set up. So right away, I'm interested in just ignoring these noble horse archers. They are going to be annoying, but I just want to get my army into position, and then we could possibly tag team them later on. You can see my troops marching forwards into position. My peltists have a trained eye. They're going to get some kills today for me. Yeah, these Massalian hoplites look amazing as well. But let's head over and take a look at how Dacia is forming up. So I right away have decided to have my 4 thorax swordsmen over here because the Dacian infantry is going to need some help against the Cimmerians.
As you command.
So I'm going to move them up into position. You can see he's being very wise. He's got his spears on the flanks, so it's prohibiting the noble horse archers from even moving in. And I've got my troops moving closer and closer. But Sparta looks like he is not going to engage. He wants to hold the hill, and that is fine with me because the Cimmerians are eager for battle. So they're actually going to charge right in here. We got the peltis firing. Ooh, a lot of archers. Ooh, getting some good kills there on the peltis. Very nice. And the noble infantry have collided. let's just turn on the HUD so you guys can see what's going on here. So I've got my 4 units of thorax swordsmen sitting over here. And the Getae warriors are going to be charging in. Let's put it on slow-mo here for a second. And if you look at the HUD here, I've got my Massalian hoplites. They're going to kind of pen in the Spartans, because if he wants to just sit up there, that is fine. And I've got my Massalian hoplites. They're going to go and start annoying the Spartan cav. So let's take some look at the fighting here in slow-mo. Oh, very nice. That's probably the screenshot right there. Thumbnail for the video. The archers with the mountain in the background. Very nice. So in prolonged combat, are these axe warriors going to hold up to the Cimmerian noble infantry? No way. But luckily I do have my units close by to support him. You can see that I'm moving my thorax swordsmen in a tight formation. I'm going to try and fit them right through this gap here. Very nice. And my peltists are actually focusing down these pikemen. So I want to start weakening their numbers here, because this is what's going to be the hardest thing to crack. My hoplites will hold, but the pikemen will hold better. So you can see that I'm really trying to chew them up. But let's turn it back onto regular speed. And you can see that my thorax swordsmen, I'm just going to come right around the Cimmerian heavy infantry. And we're just going to pen them in. There we go. Ooh, yep, that's not good. He does get a bit of a counter charge off, but I've got another unit coming in. And with this unit, I'm actually going to force back his peltis. So he's going to have to retreat, which is good news for me. With my Massalian hoplites, you can see that I'm kind of just mimicking the Spartans' movements here. And he's just going to sit on the hill, so I'm going to utilize all of my ammo before I charge into battle. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of damage being taken by these Spartan pikes. And zooming out over here, you can see that my Hippeus Lancers are harassing the Tarentan cavalry, which is excellent for us. And you can see that the noble horsemen are actually just shredding these steppe archers and the Cimmerian heavy archers that were brought to the battle. The noble horse archer general is trying to get out of there. As my peltists are expending their ammo, I'm just sending them across. I'm constantly funneling more men into this battle because the Spartans have no interest in fighting me at this point, so let's just 2v1 them. You can see here the poor Cimmerian noble infantry. They're completely surrounded. They're fighting back to back. That is never a good thing for your infantry. You can see that the flanks are just crumbling over here. Pockets of fighting, but most of the Cimmerian infantry is breaking. And over here, there's 2 units here, so they are trying to hold out for as long as they can. But we're looking good over there. And we're just really ignoring these horse archers. That's really not much we're going to be able to do about it at this point. I've got my general coming in here. He's going to hopefully get a nice charge on the back of these noble infantry. Yeah, that was a pretty solid charge. Hopefully we'll be able to break this unit. And let's see, yes, Sparta is actually engaging his men now. he decides that he just doesn't want to sit there and take too much more of a hit. So you can see the little spear line forming here. Trying to get an angle that's good here. There we go. So I'd imagine they're probably just like, you know, taunting each other. And at this point, I believe that I just form hoplite wall. Yeah, and I'm just gonna hold them as best as I can. We got 2 units funneling in here. He should have actually brought these units around because he's got 2 units here as well. Bringing it around would have been a huge help for him. But I've got 1 Massalian hoplite pushing forwards here. And the other 2 units with a thorax swordsman, I'm just going to stretch this line and hold the rest of this infantry. My teammate was very helpful. He actually did get around and started to wreck a lot of the Spartan calves, so that was helpful. And at this point, the Cimmerians are pretty much gone. I'm not really going to show you chasing down the horse archers because we kind of just managed to get them one at a time. But pretty much all of the Cimmerian infantry is dead at this point. We got the general over here holding fast. We're going to charge in with my thorax swordsman. Try to cut off the head of the snake. And I do have another unit of thorax swordsmen coming up to help. Yeah, and I just formed shield wall there, so that's going to be a huge help. And you can see the other thorax swordsman unit. I'm going to get them behind the general. Very nice. And it looks like my ally's even sending some units in from the flanks. Looking over on this side, you can see that we've got some of our cav as well, fighting the rear of the pike lines and just disrupting them. And pretty much everywhere I've got like little sandwiches going. I will have my cav charging these 3 units when I can. But let's zoom into this action. See a little Spartan sandwich going on. This to me would be my worst nightmare if I was in battle. Is just fighting back to back. Nowhere to run, nowhere to escape. You don't know if you feel something touching your back. You don't know if it's friend or foe. Like, ugh. It would just be the impending doom, almost, that would get me. And have they broke? Yeah, it looks like they broke. Or no, actually, he's just trying to pull them out. And we've got another unit, the Heroes of Sparta, coming in. But at the same time, I've got my general kind of charging into the backs of these Royal Spartans, really disrupting their formation. And I've got Hippias Lancers charging into the back of these Spartan hoplites as well. Looks like we're going in here now. Or are we? Oh. Maybe not. Where are you going, General? Oh, you're charging into the back here. Very nice. You can see we've almost kind of switched places. We got the Spartan pikes facing this way against the Getae warriors. Fighting is fierce in between the pikes. The noble swords are managing to push forwards, and I believe that's my thorax swordsman in the mix as well. And the general is still fighting on for Sparta, even though he's been surrounded this entire time. He is still holding out. Let's flip on the HUD here and take a quick look. So you can see that the Getae horsemen are actually just running down the remaining of the horse archers. The noble sword general for Getae is going to try to surround some of these royal Spartans and Spartan hoplites. And we're just slowly cutting them down. You can see the balance of power is tipping into our favor. Here we go. Let's watch the noble swords charge. Nice. And I've got my cav charging it as well. It's like some guys trying to get up after the charge. My lancer's just gonna pull out of there. Over here, it looks like we've finally made some headway. I think we just got these heroes of Sparta still hanging on. That's to be expected, though. Like, they are the elite of the elite as far as the Spartans are concerned. Let's watch this little 1v1 here. Who's going to kill who? Oh, he's getting too far into enemy lines. Pull back. Oh, he's dead. Ooh. Come on, buddy. So I think as far as the battle goes, we pretty much got it. Most of the Spartans are fighting back to back now. The Spartan general's still hanging on, though. And my general actually, I believe, has died at this point, which was frustrating. Now my thorax swordsmen just start to break. So that general, he's still surviving. And just funneling more and more men. These Spartan hoplites are tough. They just do not want to break. Oh, are they breaking here? Yeah, it looks like they are actually. Yep, they've broken. So pretty much they're going to break very quickly. So let's just end the battle, watching the glorious Spartan general fighting to the death. See some cav coming in behind. Here comes a nice charge right before they break. Oh, very close, but a costly victory, definitely. I thought that we were going to win that by pretty much a landslide just because we were able to 2v1 the Cimmerians, but the Spartans did hold their own. They are very, very tough. Do not underestimate them. But here are the results. So looking at my army first, I didn't get the most kills, but close to it. So my cav doing very well, my peltis doing well because these kills are all on pikemen. And my Massalian hoplites did okay. And my thorax swordsmen doing well because they're quite cheap, so that's not bad. Looking at Getae, well done with his noble horsemen, just getting really, really effective use out of them. Archers doing not too bad. Mercenary Axe Warrior's doing great, and his Noble Sword's doing excellent. What do we got? 266. I think that's the most so far. Yep, looking at the Cimmerians, his Horse Archer is doing a decent amount of damage. Just not enough to turn the battle, unfortunately. A lot of his Cimmerian Noble Infantry, they would have held for much, much longer, but luckily I was able to get my men in behind, and they were pretty much surrounded in the first couple minutes of the battle. And looking at Sparta, 227 by his general. His cav not really effective, but we kind of double-teamed that cav really quickly. 260 by some Royal Spartans and 220 by the pikes. So he made a valiant last stand, but I think if they had attacked together in unison, we would have lost this for sure. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support. Hopefully you enjoyed this battle. This was probably one of my favorite Rome 2 land battles. Just a lot of strategy and a lot of epic shots. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more Rome 2 content in the future, and I will see you in the next one.